The universe runs on the principle that one who can exert the most evil in other creatures runs the show. Bangam Miki Habiyaramana, Pearls of Eternity.
After World War I, the Allied powers met in what was called the Paris Peace Conference. In the conference, they set to create peace terms for the Axis powers, specifically Germany. They forced Germany to pay reparations, give away land, take blame for the war, and limit their army. This made Germans bitter and angry. The German Workers' Party was created in Munich, Germany by Anton Drexler. They had a nationalistic view and were anti-Semitic.
I want Germans! I want workers!
And people who like to party, dog!
The economic crisis of 1923 was caused by missed reparation payments. Germans were unhappy and some were unemployed and homeless. Due to this, uprisings occurred.
Sir, how much does an apple cost?
4 million German marks.
But there's a bite out of it.
Oh, my apologies. 5 million German marks.
The Munich Putsch was an incident that occurred in 1923. It was a failed coup attempt by Hitler and his supporters. Even though it was a failed attempt, there were still many benefits. It gave Hitler attention and showed him that the road to power was not through force.
Yo, what's going on in there?
With the failed attempt at the beer hall, Adolf Hitler was arrested and charged with treason. For the first time, he was given a platform on which to make his view widely known to people outside of his party. Hitler was found guilty. If he had been a socialist or communist, it is almost certain that he would have received a death sentence. However, many in the court supported his view, and he received a prison sentence of 5 years. He was sent to Landsberg prison near Munich. Here, Hitler had his own furnished cell and his own servant. In prison, Hitler became moody and depressed. He put his energy into his book, Mein Kampf. The book explained to anybody who would read it his plans for Germany's future.
Now you're learning a lesson. I heard you needed a writer.
Yes. Listen closely. Germany will prevail. Germany will get its revenge. Are you getting this?
Yep, every word of it. Every word.
With the huge reparation payments on Weimar Germany to pay for the damage caused by World War I, the Dawes Plan in 1924 was formulated to take Weimar Germany out of hyperinflation and to return Weimar's economy to some form of stability. The Dawes Plan got its name as the man who headed the committee was an American called Charles Dahl. Here is an historian to talk more about it.
After World War I, Germany faced a lot of issues. They had a lot of war reparations to pay off, and they had a lot of money. That put them a lot in debt, super in debt. So naturally, they had to draft a plan to fix this. What was that plan called? The Dawes Plan, because Dawes was in charge of the Dawes Committee. So naturally, they just called it the Dawes Plan, because everything was named after that one guy. So initially, it worked pretty well, and it segued them into the golden age of Weimar, which was a period from 1924 to 1929, where Germany was fairly successful. However, this success was only temporary because most of it came as a result of foreign aid. The U.S. gave them a bunch of money that was more or less free at the time, and they tried to pay with a staggering method for their war reparations, but then came the stock market crash and everything came falling down. It was revealed that the Dawes Plan was not stable, and it was just kind of an unstable plan.
The crash of the stock market in 1929 left the United States in a state of Great Depression. In addition, Germany was affected, which resulted with 6 million people left unemployed. The unemployment in Germany resulted in a food shortage, and millions found themselves without the means to obtain it. Chancellor Heinrich Brüning was afraid of inflation more than unemployment, in which he decided to raise taxes to reduce budget deficit. This greatly failed and contributed to increased unemployment and public suffering. Hitler used this event as a way of gaining support from desperate Germans. Because of this, the Nazi Party became the largest party in the Reichstag.
Guys, the German mark has collapsed! What should we do?
I'll tell you. For money.
No! We're not doing it!
I'm serious!
No,
Hey,
no.
gentlemen! There's a solution here you're not seeing.
Hitler was able to gain the support of the Germans during the Great Depression. Hindenburg, intimidated by Hitler's growing popularity, initially refused to make him chancellor. In a series of complicated negotiations, ex-Chancellor Papen, backed by prominent German businessmen and conservative German National People's Party, convinced Hindenburg to appoint Hitler as chancellor, with the understanding that Papen, as vice-chancellor and other non-Nazi and key government positions, would contain and temper Hitler's more brutal tendencies.
Friends von Papen, due to rumors that you have disrespected your country and disobeyed my direct orders, I must request that you resign as Chancellor of Germany.
I shall respect your request.
Give me your coat.
Do I have to?
You know what must be done.
Please take good care of it.
I shall. Now get out of my office. Adolf, we have no choice but to appoint you as Chancellor of Germany. I have crippling depression.
The Reichstag fire was a major catalyst in Hitler's rise to power. It led him to claim the chancellorship and put a large amount of pressure on the Communist Party. Here's a historian to further explain.
The Reichstag burning was a huge event in Hitler's rise to the chancellorship. So this old socialist communist was going on a rant about burning buildings, and his next target was to burn the Reichstag building, the place where all of Germany's main governmental actions are housed. So he goes to the Reichstag building late one night, takes off his shirt, sets it aflame, and attempts to burn down the Reichstag in an attempt at arson. Little does he know, however, that Hitler has planned to aid him in this burning, as he believes it will help him make a case against the communists. So Nazi soldiers journey into the Reichstag and set it aflame. The arson attempt originally would have failed, but the Nazis assisted him in his burning. Hitler used this as fuel against the communists for joy, and communism was blamed for the issue, and thus the Nazi Party gained more support.
Since Germans couldn't straight up condemn and or kill Jews before the Holocaust and the final solution began, they used another method to slowly exclude Jews from German economy and social events. They boycotted Jewish shops. Here is an example of a German soldier boycotting a Jewish shop and leading to the economic downfall of Jewish involvement.
Hey, do you have any apples? No. Wait. More importantly, are you a Jew? Yes. Ooh, I don't like Jews. I don't shop here no more.
Since Hitler was such a drastic political leader, he had a lot of opponents that didn't agree with his methods. So, naturally, he had to figure out a way of getting rid of them. Hitler's way of dealing with these political foes was forming the Gestapo, a secret police force that dealt with anyone who opposed Hitler. This involved the killing of many important political figures that were not in accordance with Hitler's methods. They played a very important role in the Night of the Long Knives, which later helped Hitler solidify his power and hold over Germany.
So tell me about the Gestapo.
So the Gestapo was Hitler's secret police force that acted as his secret weapon. They could pretty much take out whoever he wanted and anyone that was a political opponent to him or somebody that didn't want Hitler or the Nazis to be in power. So how it started, basically the German police force was giving Hitler a little bit of backlash, and he was sick of people not supporting him being in positions of power within the police force. So Hermann Göring, under Hitler's direction, purged the entire German police force of anyone who even showed slight remote signs of not being a supporter of Hitler. And that's really how the Gestapo got started.
Alright, so how do you feel about this?
I really hate the Gestapo. Just, it kind of makes me mad how all that Nazi supremacist stuff got started that way.
Come with me.
Bang! The book burnings, conducted by the DST, was a mass burning of any books that didn't conform with Nazi ideals, including Karl Marx and any Jewish, socialist, liberal, or communist authors.
Do you have any twos?
Go fish.
No! No! Hindenburg! No! Hindenburg! Don't die!
Is he dead yet?
Yes, he's dead! Get help!
Don't